Hey everybody, okay, so now how do you rehab a torn meniscus? Well, a torn meniscus is literally like a piece of canvas between your knees, between your two bones, and it gets torn. Once it's torn, it really does, it's either gonna find its way or you're gonna have to have it fixed by a doctor to allow you to have full range of motion. Thing is, when you have this happen, it weakens the joint. And so why this happens, there's a bunch of different reasons why a person can get a torn meniscus. And like I said, it's going to fade away and it's going to be okay, or you're going to have a surgery done to clean it up. But in that process, your knee might get weak. And so what you want to do is you want to strengthen around it, but you also want to have range of motion around that joint, but you also want to have stability in that joint. So there's three different things that you want to do, and you're going to start off with simple, which is, can you basically do a squat with the right alignment? Most people just squat and they don't really pay attention to where their knees are going. But ideally, as you're squatting, your knees track towards your big and second toe, chest and butt is out, and then your weight's even 50-50 left to right. So now all you're going to do is you're going to take that same approach, whether you can do a split stance or you do one-legged exercises. You want the same three rules to apply. Track properly, weight even 50-50, chest and butt out. And when your knee does bend, it's okay if it goes past your toes. In fact, it should go past your toes. That's part of having a full range of motion. So we want to get the right alignment, technically be right on the money. We want to put it in a slightly unstable environment to create stability. And then we want to strengthen it through that full range of motion. Okay, so what are some baseline exercises? First and foremost, learn how to do a squat properly, as big range as you can without pain or irritation to the knee. Okay, you might just be starting out right here. As you go, you might need assistance by holding on to a wall or a door or something like that to get that full range of motion. Second level is do it from a split stance. We like front warrior. Front warrior is a yoga pose that we love to do, and what we want to focus on here is get this knee working past the toes while keeping the heel down. Because we're at a split stance, the knee's going to be slightly unstable. I want to make sure the hamstring's working. I want to make sure the anti-tib's working to get all these muscles properly functioning. For sure, the thigh and the glute are going to work, but then as we're standing up, we don't want that knee to collapse in or out. So as we lower, the knee tracks towards the big and second toe, and as we raise, it comes back from the big and second toe aligned properly. The third level is do something on one leg, whether you're stepping off a step, a single step, or a 18-inch box or a 24-inch box, you apply the exact same rules. I could hold a wall and I can go here, and then I do a deep squat like this, and the less assistance I get, the more stabilization I gain. But remember, we don't want to lose the alignment. We want to maintain that stability. So if you're trying this and your knee pops in like this, that's not where we want to go. We want to train it in the proper alignment, go through as big a range as we can without irritation. So if I got to hold the wall to help me get into a nice deep range of motion here, maybe just as I get better at it, I start to use less assistance from the wall, and then I learn how to stabilize. That's how you progressively strengthen the joint, gives it more range of motion, and gives it the alignment that it needs so that you're healthier in the short and the long term.